Not shocking to see that, but it's time to jump into our first game of the day. The first semifinals is finally here, so we head to the Verizon Skybox, a best of 7 between Space Station and Gen.G. A spot in the final awaits, and to bring all the action, it's Stacks and Dazzler.
Two of the biggest stories of our off-season in North America, the hotshot acquisition LJ for Space Station Gaming, and of course, the European squad of ApparentlyJack and Nolly coming over, teaming up with Chronic to form Gen.G. Only one can go to the grand finals. Here we go.
This is going to be an excellent matchup. Both teams have earned their right to be in this spot, and to see the success on SSG with LJ and Gen.G with a squad, Nolly and ApparentlyJack, their first in a regional event. I mean, it's so good to be able to see these teams clash. We talked about those guys, but also they have Chronic as well, rounding out the roster. For him to be at this stage too, I mean, this is all just so important for them.
A lot of eyes on LJ coming into this event to see how he would perform, replacing Reynolds. Big shoes to fill, and he's filled them very well. But ApparentlyJack has been the guy who's kind of stolen the show here in the North America Fall Open as Nolly goes underneath that ball, so Chronic's got to jump in. He can get this to the backboard, away from Daniel. There's ApparentlyJack denied by Arsenal, and Nolly, little flutter in front. Arsenal sweeps that away as well.
Good clear out. You can see the pressure though. Gen.G off to a strong start. Very close opportunity, but SSG have still been able to kind of weather the storm here. And they've had some definite strides of their own. Keep an eye on that midfield. Also, you see Gen.G, especially Nolly. Nolly loves to make some really solid off-ball plays. He's been doing that all event long. He's been also able to assist Jack as well. Jack sitting at #1 in goals here for Gen.G.
22 in the event, nearly getting his 23rd, if not for the defensive heroics of Arsenal, who's rotating out of the play as Daniel lobs to the backboard, and Nolly's going to get back just in time. The interference up ahead, not enough for Space Station to break a scoreless deadlock. Now Daniel coming up from the back, and Chronic around Arsenal to make another save.
So a little bit of hesitation from Arsenal there. Didn't know if he should add on to the redirect, but that's a big beat from LJ. Daniel tried to get the bump on Chronic, but Chronic able to get that one through. Daniel now trying again. This is really solid pressure here for Space Station Gaming, but unfortunately they come up empty off of a drive that, you know, you look back at it, if they just get that one bump on them, they end up successful there.
Physical play still the staple for SSG, but here goes Chronic with ApparentlyJack running ahead. Chronic took it himself, and Arsenal very proactive there to meet him. Nolly with a big win, and Daniel's guide this one out to the side where ApparentlyJack can come up. Daniel right down to Chronic, who's waiting, and LJ can't react in time. Chronic gets the opening goal.
Oh man, look at ApparentlyJack though. This touch out, you see the mistouch? Chronic able to place that perfectly. He saw where LJ was going. He takes that extra second to read the play. It's a good shot, and it's a great effort from Gen.G to set the tone here.
You see a guy like ApparentlyJack put in a lot of goals, and you think, okay, he probably doesn't have many assists. No, that's his 16th, and that's near the top in this event as Nolly drives through, and LJ with the initial save. Arsenal making sure ApparentlyJack can't get another touch immediately, and Nolly's going to have to yield to LJ to lob this to the backboard. See if SSG can get one back. Oh, what a save by Chronic. He's already got 3, but Daniel there to clean it up.
It's that SSG pressure coming out. Jack, again, kind of echoing the other side of the field there with the mistouch. And SSG pounced on the opportunity. Daniel able to equalize the game.
Daniel with his 4th shot already. And Chronic has 3 saves to lead Gen.G. Been an offensive explosion with only 1 goal apiece. Chronic's going to have to watch Daniel play this off to the side. And Arsenal and ApparentlyJack collide in the air. No true winner there as Chronic will have possession for the moment, and LJ jumps in front. Can he get by Nolly? No. And this 1-1 deadlock continues with Arsenal dishing off towards Daniel, but he'll have to take it himself.
Like Gen.G's approach. Look at them passing towards each other. You see Jack there, high, looking for the follow-up. Jack does it all himself after the pass from Nolly.
Azrin, you know the rules. Hand down, man down. Press X to jump. LJ a little too late, and apparently Jack gets on the board, his 23rd goal.
I mean,
Lead all scorers here on the field.
that initial touch to set that up, he does it in traffic, gets the recovery. Yes, somebody has to get there a little bit faster, but Jack, not waiting for anybody, pass, almost able to get a second one back, but unfortunately that one gets cut out. SSG down by 1. They start to look at the clock to see if they can get back into this game.
Arsenal under a lot of pressure. Daniel coming in to help out as well, and LJ all alone to send this right down the middle, and Chronic will not turn on that. I thought maybe he was going to kind of cut in and jump up for that. Instead, lets the play develop. As LJ trying to get this through the back wall, and SSG maybe afforded a little more time than they might have expected on the blue half of the field, but they come away empty-handed. LJ trying to drop one down to Arsenal, and Null is in the way. It just seems like Gen.G has such a great understanding of what SSG is trying to do to attack them, and they're able to react just a little bit faster as Chronic got a piece of that from Arsenal, and no follow-up from Daniel as Nolly swats it away. It's an empty net right now. LJ and Daniel, nobody took the net. They both went to the ball, and apparently Jack picked them apart.
Space Station Gaming hit the house, and then they came up empty, and you saw Gen.G pouncing at the opportunity to get a free goal at net. You see SSG racing back, looking for a way to get a touch on the ball. The desperation there is just not enough, and that might cement this game. 30 seconds left. I don't see Gen.G dropping a 2-goal lead.
Arsenal said in his interview yesterday he thought that they were in a great position because they still had that chemistry between Arsenal and Daniel, but LJ was part of that play and not quite the understanding they needed to figure out who was going to get back to the net. And as a result, 2-goal lead now for Gen.G and almost certainly out of reach. But there is still time, as we learned yesterday. 1 second is enough, but this is not going to work out for SSG. They've run out of time, and Gen.G Mobile One Racing off to a 1-0 lead here in the semis.
Well done there for Gen.G. Seeing again ApparentlyJack come through, getting those 2 goals, but also, you know, you got to give credit to Noli. I mean, a lot of his speed in the midfield was a big part of that.